What's up, Cancer? I'm Jules, intuitive tarot reader. Welcome to Moonfire Tarot. We are going to be looking into what's coming up for you in November. What's up, November? What's up, Cancer? Right? So, gonna check overall energies, and then we're gonna head into love, pull some tarot, see where the reading goes, go into career, and check the gossip, see if there's anything challenges, anything like that you need to know for the coming weeks. All right. So, guys, like, subscribe. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. I also do the shorts, okay? Posted where I check in on the zodiac there as well. And personal readings are at moonfiretarot.com, okay? And courses if you're interested. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Cancer. Let's do this, guys. What's going on for Cancer energy in the coming weeks as we head into November? What's November going to be like for Cancer? Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Round and round. You're feeling like you're stuck in a cycle of some sort. All right. That can be a lot of things. Advice with that is always to look at it from a different perspective, even if it's hard, even if it feels like nothing's changed. All right. So, first four cards out. Okay. First of all, you can take a look at this cycle you've been doing it and give it a good kick. All right. It's getting some justice. All right. To be fair. All right. That is balance, just like the justice card in this deck. And I see you guys stepping into yin energy, which is like divine feminine energy, regardless of gender. That is about welcoming the good things and trusting your intuition and taking care of yourself. It is a more passive energy when we're talking about it in yin and yang, right? But it's like, I got the download. It's like you're welcoming all the good karma you're owed. Like if it's love, it's going to be letting the person take the lead, right? Give you the love you deserve. If you've been pushing in cycles in business, it is a receiving energy of trusting that these things are going to come to you. However, I have chop wood card, right? So a lot of things with this energy backstory or where you guys currently are is going to be like, something's coming. It's divine timing. You're waiting for things to get better. All right. And chop wood is the power of mundane tasks. There's a broomstick here, guys. uh, like cleaning the house and doing laundry, the power of those everyday routine tasks to distract us, because a watch pot never boils, right? Like we stare at it too long. It's just trusting that it's going to come in. All right, tapping into that intuition. All right, and whatever it is. Let me see. I have stay flexible. Some of you may be more focused on your health in general. I always get health whenever I pull that card, but that could be just staying flexible in life. All right, finding balance within yourself. What wants to flip out? There is something about between worlds. All right, a transfer of energy. I got this card a lot when I was first moving to Florida. All right, and let me see. Clean it up. That's cleaning up thoughts. And I did see truth be told card winking at me, guys. There may be some truth coming out of this. But to be fair, a restoration of balance if something's been running in circles. Spirit, talk to me more about what happened. This deck just wanted to do its own thing, Cancer. Sorry. I'm getting too many downloads like while I'm shuffling. I hate when that happens. Talk to me. What is this triggering energy? Chop wood. What's Cancer going to receive? Can you give me some more details here? All right, exchanging of gifts. You see, that's more about balance. All right, that's I scratch my back, you scratch yours, whatever, or you get what I'm trying to say here, right? That is like an equal exchange of energy, where if something was off balance before, and I do see Treasure Island, which is about prosperity. All right, so finances may be taking a little uptick here. That could be also what you're going to be receiving, all the hard work you put in. And I do see there was an ending. Okay, let me see. Now we're getting into it. Not for you. You decided some attitude, some action is not for you, and now you're getting blessings, okay? And it could be around someone. I can't help but feel like something's coming towards you. Yeah, you have milk and honey and no place like home. That's feeling like literally like you found someone you belong to, a place you belong in. Milk and honey is all about prosperity, sensual love, like a blessing. And after all these endings, Cancer, there's something about November where blessings are coming in. And these may feel with the blessed card, that's like unearned. You feel like it's unearned, right? But I'm just getting this energy. This is about karma of things getting better in your life overall. In the meantime, you're doing what you have to do. You have prosperity coming in. This does feel more financially related. All right. And then I see You might have said goodbye to somebody, but and now you may be getting new love, or some of you, it could be reconciliation for some of you, but there's just blessings and good energy in general. So let's pull love, start there, and see what's going on. Because I know for love, things have been getting interesting with Cancer. You're enjoying your own energy, things of that nature were coming in, but there was like this devoted energy in the background. Career has been getting a lot of tarot readers have been getting blessings for Cancer. So this could be, if you remember the karmic shift, or those of you follow astrology, there was a lot about, one of the cardinal signs, Cancer, being in a karmic cycle for years, 16 years, I think it was. And it ended last year, but astrology things do take time. Okay. So this kind of feels like that kind of reading. All right. I doubt it's all going to happen in November, but you're going to start feeling it trickle in, and you're going to get ready for that receive mindset. Spirit, talk to me for love for Cancer. I get to download a lot of you had to let people go in your life, and now it's like leading to unexpected blessings. And also they're saying you took 2 steps backwards to go forwards. You know what I mean? It felt that way at first, but what you were really doing is keeping things going forward. All right, so what are we starting out so far? All right, we have learning from the past and trying to stay open. All right, just like yin energy is coming up. Okay, so maybe you were healing for a while from all the patterns. Okay, and now you're opening yourself up again. You are keeping things light. There is an energy of someone keeping things light, taking time to heal. Someone in your love life is having epiphanies and awakenings. Okay, now that could be a love interest you're dealing with, because I do see karma. All right, consequences and death. All right, so talk to me more about these realizations. Who's this energy, this person, Cancer's life? Now, for some of you, that could be your own healing and realizations, but talk to me about karma. There was someone who was like, either you or them put up walls, all right, not talking or not taking it further, okay, with the not today card. But now I see sword and the rose card, which is all about truth, determination, and clarity coming to you on something. Usually someone coming to speak, honestly, because I see it looks like for a lot of you, they might have been I do feel like you walked away from this, a third party, or like they were always flirting, maybe, or like, crossing those lines of temptation. And now we say it caused emotional turmoil. And I see someone running away from this, but you have endings like you said something is not for you, and you put distance here, Cancer. All right. So talk to me. Where is this going? This truth. All right. I see the boundaries being set, stopping patterns. All right. Beautiful. And butterfly card, evolution. All right. So for November, you could look forward to it. It almost feels like you've come full circle on something, like you're opening your heart again. And you may be having a truth. Some of you may hear from someone. I'm not seeing that someone's contacting right away, but it's like getting ready. It's like the primer on the wall before you paint. You get what I'm trying to say? Because there's some type of open energy and you healing. Sir, where is this taking, Cancer? Yeah, there might have been some type of breakup or despair. Oh, there we go. Dating, meeting someone new. All right. And then I had this death and wedding cards wants to say. If some of you, let me see. Spirit, talk to me more about Cancer. Where after they get to the next phase, where are they going? All right, so I see stress. You gotta worry. That's healing. Okay. You are really healing from this third party influence. All right. Now, for some of you, you may have a third party influence. I feel like you guys are really have taken your time away. There may be a twin flame around us who is bluffing and hiding about a third party. Maybe you were the third party. No judgment here. It's like you guys could be any of these things. Okay. Either way, it's from the past, but there's still a loyal heart here. Okay. But for November, the main thing is opening yourself back up to love, it looks like. Okay. And learning from all this. All right. And stopping patterns and getting over, because I feel like you got fed up with something, and now you're nourishing your energy. All right. And that's what this is all about. And I feel like some of you may know something's coming in here, because with a third party influence, I see chemistry and lusting energy. This third party could be a blockage for some of you, or some of you have been in unsuccessful relationships and you're falling for another person in the mix. Okay. But there's a lot of passion that's steaming up here. But with the twin flame card and memories, twin flames that can last for years. It's back and forth. There's still like this passion that's building up here. Spirit, is there gonna be? Let me use a tarot here. Because I see a lot of healing, mainly Cancer for November, right? Not to be a party pooper. I see passion building, learning from the past, but Spirit, talk to me. Is there what's upcoming energy? Anyone coming toward? Oh dear, hold on. Oh, we got jumpers. Jumpers. Okay, judgment. All right. Rethinking the past, rising from the ashes. Okay, that could be reconciliation classically, but let's see where it goes. Deciding what goes and what stays. The rise from the ashes. All right, we've been feeling dead inside, for example. It's dramatic, but this is like dead people being brought back to life. You get my drift, right? It's fair. All right, so judgment, rethinking the past. What do we got here? Strength, trying to build courage. It could be holding back energy. Yeah, you guys are focusing on your finances because there, yeah, definitely some type of separation, betrayal, or letdown that's still in your energy while you're working. All right, you may be trying to hold back even from reconciling because I do see, does feel like some of you guys may be running from this because you guys said not for you, you know. So working hard, we have the separation, and now I have a Two of Cups. All right. And that's equal love, guys, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more on this. A lot of you could be meeting someone new, all right? But with judgment coming back, that there's still room for those of you intuitively trust. Always trust your intuition. Got the collective. Check your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Some of you may be up for reconciliation or getting that spark back with this person. And they're coming up Two of Cups. If you're wondering if games are still going to be had, Two of Cups are two people equally giving each other attention, equally filling each other's cups, a special bond here of some sort after a betrayal, third party. The good news about the Three of Swords, guys, even though it has three swords in the heart, it's not the 10. And the 10 is like rock bottom. Not that you guys could have, oh, and the Four of Wands. Hello. Hi. That's the Two of Cups people. Like basically they're like celebrating. Well, I can't say it's a Two of Cups, but these people are celebrating a home. They're celebrating getting married. They're celebrating stabilizing their relationship. Okay, and we got that Ace. There's a lot of passion here. Something's making you happy, and this is like a weird. I don't want to say weird, but it is a weird jump. Like we literally have you because very straightforward. There was something that's hurting you. You're healing. Now we have new beginnings in love or offer and motivation aligning with someone you care about. And it's like then we have this Three of Swords. It kind of looks tiny now compared to all of the pain from the past. And that is why we see your first dominant card energy is learning from the past and opening your heart again. Whether this is going to be someone new or someone that you're reconciling with. I'm going to try to get some more details. Honestly, as a collective, guys, it may be different for all of you, okay, and what you choose. Spirit, talk to me a little bit more. The more we dig, the more we narrow the story down, huh? All right, Spirit, talk to me about the Two of Cups to the Ace of Wands. Queen of Cups. All right, there's your energy, Cancer. Could be another water sign. Temperance, healing, a divine union. Page of Wands. Someone might have been casual and it got you stressed out. I feel like it's this King of Pentacles that's coming out. But there's some fiery, but together, ooh. Yeah, you guys are really like horny for each other. Sorry. Okay, let's get back to the reading. Sorry, there's like sexual energy all over this. I haven't seen the devil show up in a good way in a long time, guys. The world is crazy. All right, here we go. I don't know how else to phrase that, but anyway, let's get that back to the backstory. What's the story with this person or the dynamic? Okay, Queen of Cups. All right, Temperance, smoothing out tensions, a message coming through. Might have been a divine union, a union of opposites, water and fire, or water and oil, whatever it is. There was friction that needs to be tamed. It might have taken a while with Temperance. That's moderation. Queen of Cups, water sign energy, emotions. Are you guys trusting your intuition, right? Queen of Cups has a lid on her cup because she's been hurt before, too. So she's only giving her love to those who deserve it. And now I'm getting another message with this. Someone may be too casual or something about the contact is also with stress and burdens. Someone may be contacting you. This, if I read this literally, it's someone contacting you saying they want to heal the situation, but they really burden down with Ten of Wands. They're doing everything they can. Though King of Pentacles could also be some of you guys were frustrated because Earth sign generally move a little slower. Okay, but this King is coming through more grounded, and there is communication trying to smooth this out. And what is this clarifying? All that beautiful passion and trying to come into alignment, whether you guys are getting hitched or like stabilizing the relationship in some way. seeing that passion. There's a lot of sexual energy here. And look, after all of this, now you guys are coming through as a passionate couple, the king and queen of wands, going after what you guys want. Okay, if that was the issue before, something like that, you know, these two very passionate together, and it's the birth of a new age. Oh dear, don't be surprised if every Sunday, guys, this is like pregnancy energy. I better do something. All right. Now, usually devil and the king of wands and the knight of wands, excuse me, to the empress, someone maybe being a player or something, but this talks to me about passionate love, a lot of sex. It may lead to fertility, guys. Be careful if you're not planning something with the empress, because then I have the ace of cups. All right, so that's telling me this is not toxic, and then I see couples all over the place. All right, so this is a good devil, right? This is good passion. Knight of wands sometimes gets a bad rap. All right, this is someone though who put off a decision and maybe did a lot of lying, multiple parties. You had communication issues in some regard, and I see overcommitment. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, the person may have had a commitment, because I do see some rapid change and epiphany, like we started out with. Someone's having a realization, an awakening, and now they may be walking away from something that's not serving them. I'm gonna pull that because I have, you know, whenever I see Five of Swords, multiple parties, we had the third party influence. Some of you, this person had commitments or family affairs, something of that nature, you know, and now lightning moments and trying to figure out how to walk away. Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups. Okay. And then we have offers coming through, which is like the Knight of Cups carrying the Ace of Wands, which is very sexual in nature. There is a lot of, like, you know, passion there. Now, for those of you newer energy, again, not going to discard that some of you may meet someone new if that's what you're more manifesting, because there may not be a story with you guys. So those cancers who are reconciling with someone, their story is going to come out a bit more, right? But newer energy, someone that's going to pop up out of nowhere and you're going to fall, and the story may not be here. So don't get discouraged if you're just really not in love with anyone right now, because it's still like aces, you know what I mean? But the people with strong history, you've been back and forth for a while, you know, there's just more to tell, you know, because it does feel like it's shifting while you guys are working, all right, and making more money. All right, let's check your gossip, guys. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. What is going on? Anything else Cancer needs to know for November before we do our little career check in there? November. Gossip. And guys, like I mentioned, I do cycle on the shorts on TikTok and Instagram. You can follow me there. I still continue short readings on the zodiac, and I'm shooting for like to go be able to go around the zodiac twice on YouTube for fuller reads. All right. Spirit in the month, you know. I got personal reads too, so you know that's why. Spirit, talk to me. For Cancer, what's the gossip? What's the anything they need to know for November? Deja vu, repeating patterns, big break. Yeah, it's a break of a cycle. All right, let me take a look. Now, you repeat it. Here we go again with the patterns, like the round and round, big break. Something's changing. Now, some of you may have a career turning point with this energy, okay? Or it's a life changing moment. This is it. All right, you know, there are a lot of big commitment cards there, so it could be it, you know. Some of you may be more like career. Now I see some of you may have sought temporary comforts, okay, or you may have like rebounded with someone. That's going to be a select few of you. I know I've been picking up like some cancers digging into their options more, but either way, you're going from needing temporary comforts to soothe the pain to having a glow up period. Look at that, diva. You're shining, you know. Let's take a look. Friend zone. All right, let's go here. Self-care Sunday. Either way, we're back to where we started in love and your overall energy, where it's like friend zoning someone and taking care of yourself, right? We're still in that cycle, so we can't jump ahead. Meanwhile, this person's still coming up as hiding their emotions, secrets, like, you know, a love affair that's secret, emotions that are secret, and someone may still be being fake. And they're coming up like, or they were alter truths, virtual reception, seeing is no longer believing. There may be something you're not buying about their life, but I do see a bounce back. Either way, your person may be making a bounce back too, but you are bouncing back from being love bombed or being gaslighted or whatever, you know, whatever the hell happened there, and you're letting it go. And this is so you can be open. This could even be for forgiveness to happen. This could be for you to move on. All right. Beautiful energy. So good to know. No bigger dramas. All right. You may be having big breaks soon. Me versus me. You're in competition with yourself to better yourself in November is a dominant energy that's showing up here. Okay, and you may get some love and some spices coming your way. All right, tensions are building in the meantime. Let's check your career, Cancer. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Cancer and career. We got the income looking like it's getting higher, burning them in. Some of you may be dedicated. If you're not working right now, for whatever the reason, retired or disabled or whatever, you know what I mean? Or just not working. Eight of Pentacles could be working around the house. It could be working on yourself, working on learning a new hobby. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. Tinkering with something, guys. Spirit, talk to me for career and ambitions for Cancer. What is coming up in career for November? Innovation, changing the way you do things. The gears are turning. You may be expressing yourself more, making like creative. You may be like trying to express yourself more in a creative way or get creative with how you innovate. And it may have to do with communications of some sort with that energy. All right. Let's get the story here. Cancer. All right. So cultivation, very interesting. All right. I see a lot of changes, and these relationships may impact your life, okay, that are showing up here. All right. There's a lot of innovation here. I'm going to get to that later, but I do feel like for Four of Wands, especially, if some of you end up meeting someone or you're reconciling with someone, you feel like you could live with them or something like that, obviously that's going to impact your career life, like whatever you do, your finances, okay, how you do things. Now, I do see innovation and expressing, like I mentioned, progress may seem slow, but you have all the tools to make it work. There is something about you changing things. And what do I see? The microphone, okay? Using social influence, could be social media, could be podcasting, could be a YouTube channel or something like that, all right? And I see angelic guidance. Now, angelic guidance is going to guide you to cutting ties. This could be leaving a job. This could be not doing, if you're self-employed, not doing something anymore. There's something you're cutting out here, but I see flashback now, like I mentioned, with judgment and some of you reconciling, because I see relationships and new beginnings also showing up. Sometimes that comes up in love and career readings too, because it's life overall, right? Either way, you may be cutting back people from the past or cutting things out of your life. Your reading is all about breaking cycles, Cancer. Okay. And we did get the big career turning point. And now I'm seeing all of these things were seeds to help you grow. All right. So November looks like a big growing period that is likely to lead to new contacts, new relationships. All right. We had relationships showing up first. This could be office relationships and life relationships too, unfortunately. We would need more bigger readings for that. But what I'm seeing is spiritual work, trusting your intuition. With angel guidance, they talk to you through your intuition. All right. The more you listen, the better you'll get at hearing all that. All right. Because it's leading to some type of cash rewards. And I see new beginnings. Okay. New beginnings and the endings card. And then I see wealth and fast changes afterwards. Okay. So this is a big energy. And a lot of people have been getting this on the divine grapevine for Cancers, even in my short readings. Um, very interesting, beautiful energy. All right. But expect things to change. And don't forget, we had Treasure Island, which is all about prosperity, coming up also while you're doing your everyday to day tasks. Okay. Meanwhile, looks like love or some type of commitment, alignment is coming in. And like I said, if you're single, don't feel like mingling with anybody. Either way, this energy that's still passion, new beginnings, Four of Wands is alignment and celebration, stable homes, protected, and you're happy. All right. And you're having that career and letting things go. All right, guys. So I hope those messages help, Cancer. Comment down below, subscribe, like for more. Personal readings with me are available at moonfiretarot.com. Video calls, recorded sessions, things like that, whatever you guys are down for. All right. So take care of yourselves, Cancers. Good luck in November and check in. I'll be back later.